Hi, I'm Patrick Radden Keefe, a reporter at The New Yorker magazine. On my new podcast, Wind of Change, I investigate a rumor I haven't been able to shake since I first heard it years ago.
What's up, guys? What's going on? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody made the right moves. It was a little hectic for a moment. Sorry about my podcast coming on before. That was not music to get you hyped for the stream. What's going on? Let me know how I sound. How's everybody? How we doing today? Let me get the chat over here. What's up, Leo? What's up, Samurai God? Burned. My man, Mysterious World, Brooklyn. I know I'm going to say this wrong. Ikanawi? What's up, dude? So what's going on, guys? Once I get a sound check, we can get started. Let me know if you can hear me, because I don't like talking to myself. I talk to my dog sometimes, but just waiting for him to talk back one day. All right, Glenn, thank you. All right. Sound is good, guys. So, let's just get into it. Everything kind of played out how I thought it would. There were a couple of things where I was wrong. I would say the market was a lot more bullish than I could have expected. When it comes to these things, you have to think of it in terms of, okay, basically GDP surprised down last month, so maybe we get a surprise. Maybe we get only 25 basis points instead of a half. Maybe we get nothing. That would have been the ultimate surprise. But we got what we thought we were going to get. And I jokingly posted Lily. I love Lily. If you guys don't follow Lily, you should. But she just posted everything's priced in with all these jokes after it. But when it comes to events like this, nothing is always priced in. There's always fear. There's always uncertainty and doubt, right? There's always FUD going into these meetings. And it's stupid to me. It makes no sense, and that's why everybody positioned like they did last night. The lows held. I said to you guys, I said, look, we're getting a lot of volume down here and it's sticking. And if this sticks, if we don't put in a new low, this is it. We're going to go from here. And, I was not super confident, so I wasn't going to put on risk and then go to bed with that. So, nice day. Got 2 plays. Got a long, got a short, got a long. And I'm going to see how this holds. Not getting enough volume at these highs as I would like. And 40K, that psychological level, it's where people are going to come in and try to bat us down. A lot of stops right above us, right around 4,500, 4,800. And you guys will see when I get into it, but the liquidations are subpar for an event like this. It's like pales in comparison to what I've seen in past FOMC meetings. It's like a joke, kinda. So, not fully set. Like I said, temper your expectations. Don't be, to the moon. I would love to see 42K. I would love to see 42K. I'd love to see 41.7. And the way it's looking right now, I would love to see 4,800. What you guys are looking at right now in front of me, thanks, MC. You are awesome too, bro. You can see what's happening here, right? So by now you guys should be familiar with this chart. And one thing that you're seeing is this red line just pushing. Sellers getting heavy here. And spot is like, we don't care. We got a nice entry. We're good. So, that makes me a little bit more confident that we go up further. Obviously, you want to look towards the daily close, and you want to look towards what happens tonight when Asia opens, because this could just be profit taking. But the ES just jumped out of the gym. I am more confident in my equities trade than I am in the Bitcoin trade right now. Tell you the truth, straight up. So we'll get into it. You know, you guys have been watching, you know, the levels. This video, keep it kind of short. We could talk about a couple alts, but I don't want to dig too deep because we're not even on solid ground yet. Get on solid ground, make a lower high. You definitely want to see 39,500 hold as support, or else it was a scam, you know? So we'll just get into it. I hope everybody's doing well. You know, these are my thoughts going forward. Just get this out the way. Positives that we could have coming in the next couple of days, weeks, are the Fed. All they were talking about today was inflation. Labor market's good. You know, jobs are good. We missed on GDP, but everything else looks good. I knew they were going to try to, you know, shun that and make it look like it's no big deal, right? But the one positive that I think we have for the rest of this month, and then it's the doldrums of the summer, guys. Like, I think it was SM17. He posted, I retweeted it last night. It was like, you got 2 good trades tomorrow, and then it's back to boring for who knows how long. So that's what it was today. Got in, got those trades, and the only thing that I think that we have going for us now is if inflation comes down. That will give us another little jolt to the market, and then boring, right? So that's just my thoughts, you know, for the next couple of weeks. Maybe one more little pump, and then boring. Build out a summer range, like last summer, 30K to 42K. This summer, I feel that we build a tighter range off a higher base. I don't think we see 30K like anytime soon, because I don't really see stocks dumping back down after a move like this. 32K, but you know, everything could break. Below 35, there's not much support. We could wash out. So I'm glad I got my plays today. I hope you did. And we'll just hop into the charts. It's really simple, guys. Like, the levels are so simple. It's not like rocket science right now. It's really easy to play, but your plays have to be like, you gotta have targets, you gotta have take profits. You can't just buy and think that you're gonna hold for whatever is to come. You gotta play, you gotta watch the volume, you gotta watch the action. You know, seeing these sellers get heavy here, I would love for some volume to come in tonight and just wash them. But we'll see how it goes. Right now they're making a dent. But spot is not moving. So that gives me a little solace. All right. Lagging. Little lag. Oh no. Hold on one second, guys. Let me check out everything real quick. Be right back. All right. Everything looks good on my end. What? How do I sound? Am I good now? Are we good? Let me know before I proceed. No lag. Do we got lag? All right. Cool. So I'm going to proceed. If it starts to get choppy again, let me know. All right. So this is what we got. You guys know about these candles, high volume compared to previous candles. So you look on the day, huge high volume move up towards these highs, 40K. That's a big level. But one thing to notice is, yeah, everything's good on my end. I think my man was probably just had bad service or something. So one thing to notice about the daily chart is you guys know 39K is the level. Since the highs, 39K is our make or break level. So looking at the volume here, you know, it's even though we're at 40K and it's giving us some resistance, the more important level is up here, like 41.8 to 41.7. So market sentiment being shit, to put it nicely, you know, it's people are going to keep trying to sell this. And, you know, depending on stocks, I mean, stocks are basically running right up to resistance. So we have an ES that is back at resistance, right? This is the value area for the same period for Bitcoin. And, you know, not really going to just smash through here. Maybe a little pullback, but hopefully it breaks, right? Nothing is certain right now, and I'm just playing it level to level. I've been playing it low time frame the whole time, but I'm going to attempt to see if this, I've already taken, so at this point, I'm just looking to add wherever the buyers come in or find my short. So the ES racing back right up to resistance. So that's, you know, kind of one of the reasons why you're seeing so many sellers come in, is because they think tomorrow, you know, this can't stick, this can't break. But equities being equities, and inflation being as high as it is, where are you going to put it? You know, where are you going to put your funds right now? I had to go to my bank the other day, and, you know, I'm thinking, oh, you know, interest rates are climbing, so like savings accounts must be paying something, or CDs must be up. And it's like laughable. The rates are still nothing. But things like mortgage rates and rates on loans have gone through the roof. It's so funny. They're quick to squeeze the little guy, you know, for, you know, savings, or, you know, squeeze the little guy for a mortgage or something like that. But, you know, when it comes to paying the little guy, we're going to give you pennies on the dollar. Like, that's, I love America. It's fantastic. So anyway, this is how the ES is looking. We're at resistance. Tough level. You can see back here, September with strong support. strong support. We broke it. Now breaking back above this, not going to be an easy task. So we still have some work to do, right? But keeping it easy. Look, back below 39K, you don't want it. Period. You don't want to below 39K. 39.5 should hold. If it doesn't, it was fun while it lasted. That's how I feel about it. So these highs, basically 4,500 is the level that we should be looking for right now. And beyond that, like I said, 41.7. And beyond that, 41.7 to 42.1. Right, like basically this whole node, right? Something like that. Pretty much as high as I'm aiming right now. I'm not really looking for anything past that if we get there. So 42 to 41.7, and then below. So one of the issues that many people were having with longing this is the fact that there's just so much liquidity just like waiting right beneath this, and it didn't get tapped, and people sat and they just sat by and they just waited for it, and they missed the move. But I think we get there eventually. I do. Probably before the end of the month, to be honest. So this is not, I think that everybody should kind of get it out their head that this is the one that goes, and first see if we could string together 2 daily positive candles before anyone gets too excited about the move that just happened, right? So draw some lines here. So there you go, like 4,500, and basically this. So this is how I'm looking at it. Break below here, it gets nasty. It gets brutal. Sellers get aggressive. It happens very fast, and you won't be able to get out of the way. I would not have like liquidity sitting here for bids. If it comes to this and it doesn't hold, it breaks, it's nasty. It's gonna go at least to 34, maybe these lows, right? So you guys know me. I try to keep my life simple, level to level. Not really looking for too much out of Bitcoin right now. I am just happy I made some money today. That's how people got to start looking at this. Because if you don't get in when you make the money, make the money and get out, then you just, all that effort and time wasted for absolutely nothing. So again, even going down a little bit lower time frame, 39 is the level. 39 breaks, you don't want this long no more. If you got in at the bottom, that's still a nice trade. You guys know I didn't get in at the bottom. I bought the bounce off of weekly VWAP and went with that. So you just got to play it, pretty much level to level. Watch the volume, watch the order flow, see where the rejections happen, and just go off of that. That's all we could do right now. Hoping for this to be a hoping for this to be a situation where we flag up here for a bit, and then make a move a little higher, see if we rejected these highs or these highs over here. So any questions about that so far? Good. You guys know the levels. I would not long these lows again. These lows are dead to me. I'm finished with them. I said that before. That's why I didn't want to get in here. But one thing that you guys know, and when we get to the TPO chart, we could really get into it, is the TPO is time price opportunity, right? The longer time is spent at a low, the more likely it is to bounce. These little two bounces, 2 hours here. This was a decent low. This was a decent low, right? So that's why the TPO chart is so vital. This was a decent high to short, right? We just sat up here after a trending move, no push. So those are the type of things that you're looking for. Those are the high conviction trades. Those are the ones you want to give some breathing room and let them run a bit. So that's BTC. Let's take a look at ETH, which is doing dances right now. Huge breakout. So as you guys know, right, Mysterious World, if I think BTC returns to 37K, then we'll go more down in equities. So, yes, basically, it's like this. Going into the summer, the market will risk off. It just always does. Things are moving a little differently because of the whole inflation situation, but my personal thoughts are it's going to go risk off. And I do think that equities end up lower than 4K. Maybe not at the end of May, but sometime in June, right? Like I said, if inflation comes in down, you get another bounce. So it's not over. It's definitely not over. But you guys know I'm a semi-short-term trader. Don't really like the whole risk overnight. That's just how I'm going to play it. Like, wherever we top, I'm going to start looking for shorts. When the market tops, like I said, they made a huge move right into resistance. This could pull back tomorrow. It doesn't have to lead to continuation. So I'm just playing it day by day, week by week. But there's no promises in any of this. I'm not sold on any direction right now. It's just good to be directionless because we're still in a range. I mean, we're still trading in a... look at BTC for the last... Let's just go to the beginning of the year, right? This is our year. And we've just been in this range constantly. Couple of deviations, 34K, 32K, 48K deviation from the range, but it's pretty much you play 44 from 37, 36ish to 44. Everything else before was a deviation. Spent a little bit of time outside, ton of volume to move us higher, nothing, deviation. So, this is 5 months now, or 4.5 months, and we really haven't gone anywhere. We haven't done much of anything except for range. So, my expectations are low. I think everybody should be. I think your expectations should be low. If you think that we're going to move here to 48K, from here to 48K, then, I need to see stocks. I need to see the S&P back at 4,600. So just take it one step at a time, guys. So back to ETH. ETH levels don't change. They're the same all the time. And, similar situation with ETH. I'm sure a lot of people didn't long this, right? Because 2,600 was a stronger level. But still, you gotta go off where BTC base is. So we based out here. Got a decent amount of volume here. Little node of volume here, but this is where the real demand is. So we didn't get there. And everyone knows ETH as BTC is at 40K. Psychological level with ETH is 3K. And rejection here before, approaching it, I would definitely, if I was long ETH, I'd have it take profit at 3,000 and see where it pulls back to and then add to my long. Because, same situation with BTC. But still looking strong. Look like we're going up, guys. I don't want you guys to be like think I'm a bear or I think that prices are going down. I just my expectations are low, so I don't get disappointed. BTC has been playing with our heartstrings for a long time. So ETH 26. This level right around 3150, and the composite point of control at a little bit above 3,000. Right? Same situation with ETH as BTC. We come back to these lows. I don't want it. It's going lower. Nothing is guaranteed, but high probability it goes lower from there. Those are my thoughts. Break 3,000 strongly. Take out these highs here. Then, you should look maybe to these highs right here. So right around 3250. Then a move above there has some legs. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. One thing that's for certain is, so same situation as Bitcoin. You get here. If we get down here, I'd like to see a reclaim before I buy this. I would not just have bids here. Reclaim before I buy it. Expect sellers to get aggressive and try to break this level. But risk on. You're seeing risk on environment. Just look at alts. They are ripping. FXS, FTM, a lot of double digits. Posted about AVAX earlier. It was amazing to see AVAX under $60, and it's a shame that I didn't buy any. But Atom, FXS, AXS, Axie, you got double digits across the board. Curve, DeFi, pumping, everything in the green. It's risk on when Rune starts pumping. Rune should be your risk indicator. Rune up 20%, that means it's gonna be risk on for a little bit. So we'll see how it plays. Again, very dependent on stocks. I'm glad to see this move up with BTC dominance barely budging. That is a positive. All these alts are pumping and BTC Dom is not moving. I like that. That's strong. That's a strong move. All right. So with that, any questions on BTC and ETH? We'll get into the derivatives stuff. Any questions? Let me know. All right. There go the perps. Losing on the trying to push us down, and they're buying back. Okay, guys. So, you guys know, if you've been following, when it comes to a low, you want to see volume at the low. You want to see a chunky, fat area like we had yesterday, you know, compared to these lows here, right? This is a decent low. More volume down here, trending move up. My man Arnaud, I'm going to do a video on, I'm going to redo, so just to give you guys some insight of what I got planned, what's coming. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make it tonight, and I think it'll be super helpful for you guys, is I'm going to make a video. It's going to be called The Perfect Trading Week, right? And my idea is I'm going to use last week as an example because it's a nice volatile week to show you guys my thought process of how I go through using a profile and volume to execute and basically go through this whole week, replay the candles as they come out to show you guys exactly like when the candle prints, like boom, okay, this wick here, this is what I'm thinking, right? So it's going to be super helpful. I promise to go through XO as well and kind of explain the order flow chart, the footprint chart, and the delta profile that I use, and obviously TPO. So these things are all coming. Look out for them. I've been super busy off the charts lately, so I haven't gotten around to it. But seeing this week last week, I thought this was the perfect week to showcase how this works, because it's hard for you guys to see what's going through my head when you look at it like this, because this develops as the week goes on. So when you're looking back, you're like, okay, well, what happened here in the middle, or what happened here in the beginning? You know, so I'm going to walk through. I guarantee it'll probably be the most watched video ever done, because it's going to be the most helpful thing that I've done besides these streams that I do with you guys a couple times a week, because this obviously doesn't look like this when the week starts on day one, right? So look out for that. Look out for the XO videos. Probably going to be a couple of those videos. And then and my XO settings are in the Discord. Join the Discord and you can have the same exact charts that I have. I should actually update them because I've made some changes, but it's going to be super helpful. Look out for those videos. Seriously, I'm gonna put a lot of effort and time into those, and it should be an amazing learning experience for you guys. So that's coming. Look out for that. Let's jump back into this. So here we are. Looks like we're getting our flagging situation that I anticipated. Want to see some volume here. You want to see time spent up here. I would not like to see price go below this value area high of 39.5, 39.494. You want to see us keep, basically hanging out up here. Or else, like I said, it was a scam. Obviously, look above us for the naked POC, 4,500. Keeping an eye there. Definitely a take profit level in my eyes. And above, 41.6, 41.7, depending on if you're looking at the volume profile or the TPO. That's key, that level right there. Anywhere from 41.6 up to, so this is basically an area of demand for sellers right here. So, sorry. Okay, delete that. Okay, so this is what we got above us. Where sellers are going to get heavy again. 42.7, some people look at that as a level, but basically from 4,600, 4,500 to about 42.1. I expect them to try to block in this area. This should be an area where you should be definitely locking profits. And like I said, if this thing has any legs, you don't want it to go straight up like this. You want it to do a little sideways action, build some support on the way up, and then it'll be more sustainable. But this just goes straight up here, breaks through this. Here, it makes it easier to fade. So I'd like to see a little bit slower motion on the pump for it to have any chance of lasting. Everyone wants to see like the $5,000 daily candle, but those get faded. Just like Ape got faded when Elon Musk changed his profile picture. Like it's not sustainable. So hang out up here, some resistance here, hang out a little higher up here, some resistance further. That's what you want to see. Or else it's just, just basically people getting exit liquidity. So I don't want to see that. Below us, you guys know, I'm not even going to zoom all the way out, but 35.5 to 36.5 is the strongest levels on the TPO chart. Very strong levels on the volume profile. So not interested in 37.3 or wherever we bottomed again. I don't want that. It's gonna come, just a matter of time, in my opinion. But buyers dominating. So this is what you want to see, guys. When it comes to, this is the delta profile, you want to see all negative delta trying to push heavy volume and not being able to break these lows, right? That was a sign. From here, from there, boom, break above. It's been pretty much buyers dominating all day. Obviously, around the point of control, you're going to have some sellers. 39, that was the holdup. But we broke through. Again, I don't want to see us back below this level. This needs to hold, and we need to bounce for more up. Just like I'm showing you a bottom here, guys. Like, this is what a top looks like. So that's a top, that's a bottom. High positive delta, trying to push. High volume, sitting up there, can't push. That was the top. This was the bottom. These are shitty bottoms. Poor lows. Retraced them. Tried to take out some stops. And here we are, right? And again, even on the volume profile here, naked point of control, 40,450. So that's where you should be looking. That should be a take profit level. We push into that, expect some resistance, not just going to go. All right, let's get some questions. What do we got? Some people struggling with XO. It's a beast. XO is a beast. It's something you got to play around with. It's something that you got to find what's comfortable to you. You have to fine tune it. I am always changing it. I'm very comfortable with my settings right now. But we will, I promise to make some videos and get into that for you guys. My buddy Ryan has blocked roots. If you guys want to go and check that out, he really goes into order flow in depth. He really goes into the profile in depth on there, but you know, you guys are following me now, so it's time I put in the work and make the videos that similar to what he did to show you guys how I do it. I am not as a low time frame trader as my buddy, so I do it a little different, but please look out for that. It's coming, I promise. We will get really into the settings, and you know, if you're having problems and you know, going off of the settings that I have in the Discord, you're really going to get a refresher when I go through it in the videos. But look out for those videos called the Trading Series. It's coming to a YouTube near you. Look out for it. But again, all buyers up here. We're holding. No real seller imbalances at the highs. And these buyer imbalances at support. That is a positive, right? So you guys know the levels. You know what to look for, right? 41.5. You know, so when you're seeing a confluence of levels in the TPO as well as the volume profile, those are strong levels. That's where you should be looking for. That's where your take profit should be. That's where you should look to short. You know, that is serious information that you should, you know, take into account in your analysis. One other thing I wanted to get into is this. Where is it? Okay. So like I said before, guys, OI flat, right? You had a huge increase in OI last night, and that was a sign that either a bottom was getting near, or a bottom was getting near, shorts were about to get run over, and that's pretty much what happened. Or it was people piling on for more down. But as you saw from the Delta profile, all of that selling volume went absolutely nowhere. So OI is flat because we were up a lot last night, and then a whole bunch of shorts closing out. So the new longs and the shorts closing out pretty much balanced out. But this is what's making me uncomfortable. That reaction during the FOMC, usually when we have an FOMC meeting, these liquidations are like at least two to 300 million, and longs and shorts only 55. So these are some of the things that kind of kept me hesitant from just longing the shit out of that bottom last night, because I wasn't seeing it there. I wasn't seeing it here. Funding was very positive because longs were getting very long all throughout this range. And people were just buying throughout this whole range. Everyone's thoughts must have been, look, if 37 holds, I'm just going to keep buying. I'm just going to keep buying if 37 holds. And it did. And it worked out. But the bad part is, if this rejects, it just makes it that much easier to liquidate longs, because people's average price is a lot higher than here. It's probably somewhere around, the middle of this range, like 38.5, which is right where we bounced off of the weekly VWAP. So, that's just my thoughts there. Not enough liquidations. Either the buyers get really aggressive, liquidate more shorts higher, or it kind of puts us in a precarious situation. I can't talk today. I don't know what it is. I haven't been talking. I've been like antisocial lately. So it puts us in a little bit of a sticky spot where longs got long higher up and are more likely to close if we pull back, any significant amount. So if we have profit taking during Asia Open, a lot of this could be wiped out. So just be careful. Watch your trade. Maybe put on a trail. But it's not the best long. It's not the best long. All the signs weren't there for it. It's kind of just a play off of FOMC being over. So just be easy. Just take it easy. Don't keep adding leverage on the way up. If you're in, stay in and, take profits when we reject. Not getting a lot of volume up here. It's looking pretty weak, but, given the fact that this is the heaviest volume day, and during that whole FOMC meeting here, there was a ton of volume, so it's going to look light in comparison. So that's it. That's it, really. Nothing is for certain. Taking profits. I'm locking profits. It was a good day. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold. Now, some continuation tonight. Take out 41. I'd be a lot more confident. But as of right now, this is just a nice move. It's a nice scalp for me right now until something better happens, until I want to flag up here into tomorrow for continuation. That's just how I'm playing it right now, guys. So I'll take a look at maybe 2 or 3 alts, but look, when it comes to alts, guys, the big move was made last night, right? So when I traded in TradeFi, you don't buy this. You do not buy something that's up 12%. You do not buy something that's up 16, 15, 14%. My thought with alts is Bitcoin needs to make a higher low, and then you load up the truck. That's always my play. If you guys got into some last night, congratulations, money in the bank. But I'm not sold on this, so I'm definitely not sold on those. I actually bought a little bit of spot looks because I don't know if you guys noticed, but looks volatility is probably the best out of any, semi large cap, mid cap, whatever you want to call it, alt right now. So take a play on that, see where it goes. But AVAX and Adam. All right. My man Arnaud wins because he was the quickest to it. I'll do those two and we'll just leave it there, guys. It's been a hell of a day. I need to decompress. By the way, if your favorite trader was just posting through all of that, he wasn't trading because that was hectic. And I could not even look at Twitter. I would have lost a lot of money. So we'll take a look at Adam first. Amazing move. But look at the chart. Let's look at it here. So alts are bleeding, guys. Lower lows, lower than the summer 2021 lows. I posted about this way back early in the year, very early in the year. And I said, if your coin is trading below the summer 2021 lows, it's going lower. And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing in AVAX. That's what you're seeing in Atom. That's what you're seeing in most alts. Most of the L1s is where you're seeing in FTM. So Bitcoin's going lower. We're pretty confident that Bitcoin's going lower at some point this summer. Atom's going lower at some point this summer, right? I don't know what happened to my volume profile. Just disappeared on me. There it is. There it goes. I don't know what the hell that's about. Okay. I guess I have to keep it to September. So anyway, making new lows, coming off the lows. Huge move off the lows, but look at the trend. I mean, do you really want to buy this here? I mean, just, do you want to buy that? I would think it hits some resistance coming into these lows here, right around $20. Hit some resistance, and then you want to see where the next bottom is put in. I would not be trying to buy like a breakout trade here. This is serious resistance that is coming to, right above this area. So with Atom, I would want to see a move that, comes up like this, off of the 20 level, back up. I wouldn't just buy a breakout, or you want to see a reclaim support and then go. But again, putting in lower lows, everything looks ugly, guys. If that's the I'm the type of trader where I'm just so much more comfortable playing Bitcoin with leverage than playing with this. Because, if I 2 or 3x my Bitcoin, I'm getting the same return and my chart is much cleaner. I got higher highs on the chart. It's easier to play. Whoever bought this was, you're lucky. You're lucky that it stopped there and it didn't go lower and blow you out on the way down. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel about alts right now. You're buying below previous support. You're buying into resistance. Why would you want to do that? I need to see strength. I need to see Bitcoin hold. I need to see Bitcoin support form, and then get into my alt positions. So when it comes to Atom, you saw what I want. I would like some sort of reclaim, and then something like this. If you didn't buy these lows, I would look to be getting out, somewhere around, not getting out, but taking profit from 21 to 22-ish. And then see if you get this, right? So that's Atom. It's pretty much every altcoin, guys. Except for Bitcoin and ETH. So we'll do AVAX. I don't know why AVAX is not giving me my profile either. It's weird. Alright. I don't know why that's not working. But anyway, let's go off straight technicals. AVAX is looking, better than most, right? Let's look at AVAX. Right? You held your lows. These are, earlier in the year lows. You held your lows, and it's making a bounce, right? Coming into resistance, just like everything. So, right here, basically right around $70. And if you're not in it already, you want the same type of situation. If you long down here, you're good, as long as BTC holds. If not, something like this, guys, right? And you got a level there, right? So basically $80 from 70 to $80. That's a nice play. 70 to $80 and then higher, right? You break $80, you get into the mid 80s. It's a lovely trade. Hold on to it. But I'm still shaky. But these lows held. Come back down to these lows. I don't want it. Same situation as Bitcoin. You'd probably be looking down here, somewhere around $50. That is the level of demand for AVAX, in my opinion. $50 is strong. These lows here, and then below here, it's dump town. So break 70, hold, 70 becomes support, up. That's how I'm looking at it right now. That's AVAX. You know, they're all, everything is pretty much the same. Sorry, I apologize before. Those lows were not the summer lows for Adam. Those were the earlier in the year lows. I didn't realize what I was looking at. So, Sol, you know, similar situation coming into the early year lows. You know, right around there. So basically the lows from early January, the monthly low from January, that's where we bounced. Again, everything bouncing just slightly above the key levels of demand. Which is why a lot of people missed out on trades. But Sol is easy to play. When it comes to Solana, if you got in, you know, right around, you know, mid 80s, or how low did we go here? This is the last one. You know, so you got in at about 85, right? You're basically aiming for 93, these highs over here, and break beyond that, probably back towards 100. But in an area of very thinness on the profile, going back a couple of weeks. That's so weird how my profile does not pop up on a daily, but it's fine on the 4-hour. Anyway, trading view. So you're getting into a thin area here. I'd like to see $90 become support. And $90 become support, and then a move up to 100 right here. Composite POC going back to, you know, the end of March. This is key. This is a huge, $100 is the 40K or psychological level for Sol. 85, nice bounce, and you know, 90, and then this naked point of control here. But you're basically aiming for $100 if you get some support off of this move. But we got to see. Everything is up in the air. Let me see something real quick. Super weird. So yeah, Adam, right above $21 is where I'd be aiming. Naked point of control up there. But again, guys, these should be short-term trades. Like I don't know, you know, when people get into this, I just feel like they're holding for levels that they're never going to see, and then they just end up losing. Not losing on the trade, but just giving it all back. So, you know, 21 to 22 is definitely going to be resistance, and you want to see it flag up here, right? I'd like for weekly VWAP to catch up for a lot of these moves. You guys know when it comes to alts, I love to long off a weekly VWAP, right? Today, that was the long. Weekly VWAP, 18 bucks. Weekly VWAP is the play. AVAX, weekly VWAP, 60 bucks, long. I mean, I could probably go through all of these. Weekly VWAP, right? That is the level where everything bounced today, guys. Everything bounced today at weekly VWAP. S&P, weekly VWAP, red line. It is such a strong, important level. If this didn't hold, it would have been downtown. But it is, when you're intraday trading, weekly VWAP is a level that you don't ignore, guys. I don't care where the EMAs are. I don't care where any of that is. Do not ignore weekly VWAP. Right? All right. Looks good. Everything, looks okay. I'm not really not nervous yet. Still flagging, still holding. And you want to see volume build, guys. You want to see volume build, and you want to see time spent up here. You want to see this value area creeping up, and you don't want to see price back in here below these blue dots. That is not what you want. So with that, I'll just call it, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys made some money today. Just be careful. Be mindful of, the situation that we're in. That was not the best bottom to form, but this is the situation that we were given. So, the rest of the week, I would like to see some continuation tomorrow. But again, like I said, stocks closing at resistance could reject. So just be diligent, be mindful of where we are. Do not get overly bullish here. This was a good day, but let's have a great week first, because this could all go away. So, thank you guys for joining. Always appreciate having you. Like, subscribe if you can. And please look out for those videos that I have coming. They're going to be key. They're going to be vital. Probably not going to get to the XO one for a couple of days, but I'm going to put the profile video out tonight. So, calling it the perfect trading week, because if you got every move right, this is what you would do, and this is how you would use the profile with volume. And I'll also I'll go over the order flow charts to show you the rejections, show you where you take the profits, where you get into the shorts and the longs. And it should be a good one. All right? So, anyway, Bitcoin didn't die today, once again. And, play it safe. Take your profits. Lock them in. Don't just be comfortable like, oh, it's up only now. Up only died last year, guys. It's not going to be up only again for about 2 years. All right? Get that in your head. Play it safe, play the levels, and get the money and keep the money. Everybody could get into a good trade, but exits are more important than entries. Remember that. All right. With that, take it easy, guys. Get some rest. I know some people lost a lot of sleep over this. You know, just keep an eye. I'd have some type of trail on, or, you know, a stop, because this is the type of thing that can pull back. It's not locked in. It's not for certain. All right. And with that, I'll see you guys on Friday. We'll do another one, and make sure you check out that video. Right? It's gonna be hot fire. I promise you that. It's gonna be the best one I've done yet. I promise. All right, folks. Peace. Later.